It's the country's #1 RVing radio show, sponsored by RVTravel.com, with your host, Alan Warren, the RV Wingman.
If you're an RVer, whether you're a newbie or somebody who's owned, getting ready to buy their first RV, you've had a bunch of RVs in the past, what if you have a question? Any kind of a question. The kind that getting an answer to could be difficult. What if you were able to get that question to an actual manufacturer and have them answer it on the air? How cool would that be? Well, your RV questions to actually be answered by an RV manufacturer, well, that is going to become a reality starting next week. Yes, it is, right here. And every week thereafter here on the RV Show USA. For all y'all catching the live stream, what do you think? What kind of questions would you like to ask a manufacturer if there was somebody there to actually give you an honest answer? So the way it's going to work, pretty simple. As you know, we have a 24-hour voicemail here at the show. We have an extension that is just set up for your show questions or your questions about your RV. From maintenance to warranties to pretty much any question you may have, all you have to do is call our 24-hour voicemail and leave a message of up to 3 minutes in length. When you leave your message, please be as specific as you can in your details. We listen to every single one of them. We do our best to get it answered, or we will do our best to get it answered on the air. We're really excited about this and hope that we'll get a bunch of calls. The number, you may want to write it down. Save it as a contact in case you think of something. It's 1-330-WINGMAN. If you don't want to spell it out, that's 1-330-946-4626. Again, 1-330-946-4626. Now, you'll learn all about this next week, but in the meantime, if you'd like to get a jump on getting your questions to us, feel free to call us now. Our objective is to help make you a smarter and more confident RVer, introduce you to some good people in the RV industry who want your RVing experience to become a lifelong pastime of making good memories with those you love. I'll tell you this, the more you know about your RV, the more you know about how to maintain your RV, why it's necessary to do occasional maintenance, not just the happier you'll be, but the longer your RV will maintain its value. So again, if you want to ask the manufacturer a question, the number to leave your message is 1-330-WINGMAN. All right, so what kind of New Year's resolution have you made? Do you make resolutions at all? Or have you given up on making resolutions because you realize that most of the time they almost never come to fruition? When I hear people talking about their New Year's resolution, I do believe that they are sincere. They're sincere about it, but their sincerity kind of tends to fade as soon as they are really put to the test. I think that the only honest resolution I'm going to make and keep for 2020 is that I'm going to do more to spend time in the great outdoors than I did in 2019. More time in the campground, more time around the fire pit, more time to find myself, I guess, find a little bit more peace. For me, that quiet time is becoming more and more important. I recently read a story about how people are so overwhelmed today, so stimulated by life, that it's difficult for them to unwind and actually think, to truly think deeply. It's difficult to have any really deep creative thoughts. Recently, I met somebody at an advertising agency. We were talking about advertising, medium-sized agency, and this guy was talking about how important it was on social media have as many likes as they could possibly have. And I said, well, why the emphasis on so many likes? Why is that so important? He goes, well, everybody. I mean, come on. Likes is exposure, and exposure will mean sales and blah, 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 blah. Awareness. And I said, well, I understand that, but are you on Facebook very much? He goes, all the time. I said, do you like very many things on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on it all the time. I said, well, have you been on Facebook today? He goes, oh, yeah. Like I said, man, I'm on it all the time. Then I asked him, I said, what were the last three things that you liked? And that's what I got, total silence. I got this blank stare. I wonder if you can remember the last 3 pages on Facebook that you liked. I bet you can remember your last camping trip. I bet you can remember where you went, who you went with, the best parts of it, maybe the worst parts. For me, social media may be the preferred way that folks communicate with each other today, but personally, I prefer to do it around what some call the caveman TV, around a fire pit. It seems like today we are all so distracted. Our attention spans are like that of a gnat. There's constant noise going on. Noise all the time. Constant distractions. Going back to the story I mentioned that I read a few minutes ago, it said that today's humans are so stimulated constantly that in order to find our creative selves, in order to be, actually able to honestly think about things, get in deep thought, it requires quiet time. When I need to get my thoughts together for this show, when I need to work on the big things in my life, being alone and being in the outdoors alone is where I find my pathway to the answers. I think that one of the attractions to camping and RVing and hiking is that it provides an escape from all the noise that we're all exposed to. Life and work and appointments and schedules, it may be all a part of today's world, but for me, it's when the noise is gone, when things begin to click. Answers come to mind. Ideas can take root. So when I look ahead to 2020, my resolution is going to be to try and escape the noise, to find those quiet places, those places where my batteries will recharge and my friendships will strengthen.